Yo, what's up? Okay, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the podcast. And today is going to be quite a long one. I do hope you enjoyed yesterday's pre-recorded podcast. I thought that was good to kind of catch up around the NHL. Today's going to be USHL Sunday here. Today we're going to review Saturday's USHL games, today's USHL games, and we're going to go over the USHL standings, top scorers, and top goalies as usual. Then we're going to review Friday and Saturday's NHL games. First, before we do any of that, wait, why is the mouse recording? Okay. Why not working? What is going on with my mic, guys? Hold up. Okay, hopefully my mic is now, my mouse is not working. Is it like dead? Yeah, I'm gonna turn it off for a minute, I'll unplug it for a minute. We're gonna give it a little bit of a break. Hold up. Yeah, we'll give it a bit of a break. I don't know, but that's fine. Okay, so let's review yesterday's USHL game. Let me take a drink real quick first. Okay. There we go, with my mouse. I'm going to make it so you guys cannot see my screen for a minute. There. You shouldn't be able to see my screen anymore. Okay, so let me make sure you can't see my screen, because I want to turn off my notifications for my settings. I don't know if you can see my screen, I don't know yet. Yeah, you can't see my screen anymore. Okay, let me turn on my notifications here, because I do not want to keep hearing that computer sound. I guarantee you guys don't want to neither, so turn off those notifications. Turn off notifications. Well, we can turn on notifications, but we can turn on Do Not Disturb. Okay, now you can see my screen now. So now you shouldn't hear any noise. Good evening to you too, Doug. I know I counted out a couple minutes ago, but yes, good evening, thank you for joining in. So, let's review Saturday's USHL games real quick. Muskegon defeated Youngstown 5-3, such a 36 to 25 in favor of Youngstown, but again, Muskegon's goaltender played a great game. Before we review any of the other games here, let me go over some things. First of all, Peter Mrazek, Blackhawks goaltender, is hurt. He has a groin injury, and he's going to miss at least the next 3 games. He'll hopefully be back within the next few games. Sam Wilson of the Washington Capitals got a puck to the jaw, and it looked like he was storing acorns for the winter, but he came back and scored 2 goals later that game. We are going to review that game later. Those are 2 things that I wanted to talk about. I have a bunch of interesting stats that I researched last night because I was bored and I wanted to research some stats. So I'm going to go through those stats real quick. Lightning has a goal. Lightning has 12.61 goals above expected. So they're expected to have a certain amount of goals at this point, and they have 12.61 more. So, and it's trailed by Vancouver at 12.42 and Vegas at 11.83. So they're finishing really well, basically. It could be a mix of luck, and it could be just finishing. You know? Minnesota has an 18.03 goal differential above expected. That's a mix between really good finishing, a little bit of luck, and really good goaltending. But that's also shown a slight sign of, maybe not that. Maybe not the best team in the league quite yet. Minnesota, the Caps, and the Lightning have the highest PDO, luck, basically. So the Wild, Capitals, and Lightning have the highest luck, which kind of makes sense for the Lightning, why they have so much more goals above what they expected, and why Minnesota has such a so much better goal differential than they expected. The Wild, Flames, and the Leafs have the highest save percentage on shots and goals, so the goalies are basically the best so far this season. Basically is what that stat is, so that makes sense. That makes sense. Pittsburgh, Montreal, San Jose, Colorado, and Philadelphia Flyers have the worst goals against average per 60. So those are the teams that are getting the worst goaltending, your worst defense, your mix of both. Carolina, Washington Capitals, Pittsburgh Penguins, New Jersey Devils, and Edmonton Oilers have the highest expected goals, 4 per 60. So the Penguins are even in there. Penguins have the 3rd highest expected goals, 4 per 60. So that means they're producing offensively, but they're not they're not playing good defensively, and they're not getting the goaltending. Anaheim, San Jose, Pittsburgh, Rangers, and Montreal have the worst expected goals against per 60, so they're basically playing the worst defense. Carolina, Los Angeles Kings, New Jersey Devils, Edmonton Oilers, and Colorado Avalanche have the highest goal differential per 60. Those teams are playing the best offensively, defensively, special teams, and have the best goaltending, and just all-around complete team so far. Vegas Golden Knights, Montreal Canadiens, San Jose Sharks, Anaheim Ducks, and Pittsburgh Penguins all have the highest high-danger shots against. So they're basically letting up the most high-danger they're letting up the most high-danger shots. So Vegas, that must be slightly concerning, but Montreal, San Jose, Anaheim, and Pittsburgh, that makes sense. The Devils, Penguins, Carolina, Washington Capitals, and Columbus Blue Jackets have the most high-danger shots for. So the Devils have the most high-danger shots for. The Penguins are the 2nd most highest danger shots chances. It's very interesting. So the producing offensively is what we're getting from these stats. Carolina has the 3rd most, Washington has the 4th most, and Columbus has the 5th most high-danger shots for. That's interesting. Florida, Nashville, Boston, Ottawa, and San Jose have the most hits given, so those are the 5 most physical teams. Anaheim, Rangers, Vancouver, Colorado, and Columbus have the most hits taken. So those are the least physical teams, basically, the teams that are taking the most impacts. There's some interesting stats that I thought I would share, because you know what, why not? For this Muskegon Lumberjacks game, Phantoms goalie Melvin Straw made 20 saves and 24 shots against. Stephen Peck made 33 saves on 36 shots against. Youngstown went 1 for 3 in the power play, and he went 0 for 1 in the power play. So not really that much shots, power plays for your team. I'm going to take a decent drink real quick. I'm going to mute for a few seconds because I'm thirsty for some reason. I don't know, but I'm going to mute for a second. Hold up, guys. Okay, we're back. I might take drinks here and there. Not super thirsty, but just a little bit of thirst. I don't know. I do have a drink luckily though, so I'm good. Okay. So Cedar Rapids here. It gets defeated by Team USA. They get swept. Shot 4-1. Shot 32-19 for Cedar Rapids. They definitely outplayed Team USA. But Team USA was more opportunistic, really what it came down to. Team USA, so since they're starting to play more USHL games, they're going to start getting more points. Let's look at the goaltending. Rough Riders goaltending. AJ Rylett 15 saves and 19 shots against. Not the greatest game, not the worst game for sure. Team USA, Harrison, Bo Tiger, I don't know. 31 saves and 32 shots against. What a game. For USA's goaltender there. They defeated the Rapids 4-1. The next game, Sioux Falls Stampede defeated Tri-City Storm 5-2. Tri-City 22-15 in favor of Sioux Falls. Very good defensive teams here. Very defensive game for sure. Ryan Manzella, 13 saves on 15 shots against for the Sioux Falls Stampede. And Eric Roast, 18 saves and 22 shots against. So not the greatest goaltending performances, but ridiculously good defensive performances. And the Sioux Falls Stampede were very opportunistic. Fargo defeats Lincoln South for the second straight night, 5-3. This time it's 36-32 in favor of Lincoln. And Fargo sweeps Lincoln. That was a shocker. I'm not gonna lie, that was a shocker. Look at goaltenders here. Jan Shostak led up 4 goals and 17 shots, and then William Prowse came in and only allowed 1 goal and 14 shots against. Fargo Force's offense is doing really good. Compared on the other side, Alan Landeck, 33 saves and 36 shots against. What a performance by Landeck. And the Stars just, goaltender Jan Shostak did not have the greatest of the night, but they still put on a pretty decent performance. Fargo was just out. And it's pretty obviously, but they scored more goals. I mean, that's really what it is. They were more opportunistic, and they just put the puck in the net more. It's pretty obvious, but I mean, it's basically what happened, you know. Sioux City Musketeers scored 4 goals in the third period to come all the way back, force overtime, and defeat the Omaha Lancers 5-4. 21 saves on 25 shots for Biron Baronis, which is the backup for Sioux City. Compared to 27 saves and 32 shots against from Mikhail Yegoriev, yeah. For the Omaha Lancers. What a comeback for Sioux City Musketeers to pick up the 2 points on the road. Wow. Omaha Lancers. What am I talking about? The Dubuque Fighting Saints take on Waterloo Blackhawks. The Saints win 4-3 in overtime on the road. Wow, what a game. Samuel Huck, 1:48 into the first period, opens the scoring. 10:46 in the first period, Frank ties it up. 15:39 in the first, Charlie, and 5 seconds into the Dubuque power play, he takes the lead. Hawkins 16-18 in the first. Takes the lead for Waterloo. Late in the second period, Reda Coombs takes the lead for Dubuque heading into the third period. During 5:19 in the third period, ties up for Waterloo. In overtime, 1:31 in the overtime, Barron picked up a loose puck. He goes on a breakaway. He gets a 5-4 on Calvin Bacon. You have a shot on you, Irvin? I'm going to say Bacon. Wow, what a game. Dubuque. Every single game that Waterloo and Dubuque had faced, it went to overtime, tied 3 apiece through the first 60 minutes, and Dubuque scored that 4th overtime game winner goal in every single game. So Dubuque won 4-3 in overtime in every single one of the 4 meetings between these 2 teams. And Dubuque is really showing their run away with the Cabell Cup at this point. 4 wins over Waterloo, 3 wins over Des Moines, a win over Cedar Rapids, and 0 losses against them. Yeah, they were really showing to run away with this Cabell Cup here. Shots of 43-27 in favor of Waterloo. 40 saves on 43 shots for Liam Bierman, Dubuque's backup. What a game from him. He's trying to prove his spot as the clear backup. And compared to 23 saves on 24 shots for Kelvin Bacon. In net. Waterloo. Madison squeaks out a 3-2 victory over Chicago on the road. Shots of 23-21 in favor of Madison. Again, it shouldn't be this close, but I get it. 2 points are 2 points. AJ White, 19 saves and 21 shots against. So over 900 save percentage. Jack Parsons, 20 saves and 23 shots against. What a game! What a good game. Back and forth action. Chicago took a lead early. Madison tied it up not too much longer. Early in the second, Madison takes the lead. 3 seconds left in the second period. Chicago ties it up. Actually, nope. Madison got an insurance marker. Exact 10:01 into the second period. Within 3 seconds left in the second, Chicago brought it back with the one. No goals in the third period. Madison hangs on, win 3-2. Well, again, Madison gets 2 points. Chicago's so close to getting 2 points, but again, they can't. They also let up less than 25 shots this game, which is a huge improvement for the Chicago defense for sure. And they could squeak into the playoffs if they keep only letting 23 shots in goal, but again, I don't know. Yeah, take a look at it. Yes. Okay, so those were Saturday's night slate of games. Here we go. The Muskegon Lumberjacks versus Des Moines Buccaneers. These are two teams that are red hot. Des Moines, I believe, they did sweep Green Bay on Friday and Saturday, and I'm pretty sure they swept last weekend too. I'm not sure actually, but either way, they were red hot. Muskegon also red hot. Two very red hot teams come facing each other. Muskegon wins 3-0 in a shutout victory, 38-27. Muskegon. Des Moines played a good game, but Lumberjacks played a better game. 27 save shutout for Shika Butin-Gatiev, aka Shika Gatiev. Shika Gatiev for the Lumberjacks, and then 35 saves on 38 shots against for Elliott Sagan Lescalabo for the Des Moines Buccaneers. Good goaltending performances from both goalies. Lumberjacks scored 3 compared to 27-6 shutout on the other end for Chica Gatio. Waterloo Blackhawks and Sioux City Musketeers. Waterloo blows out Sioux City 6-2, shots at 27-24 in favor of Waterloo. Waterloo really took out all the frustration on Saturday night's performance, took in the Waterloo next night, and let it all out in Sioux City. Skyra, the trade acquisition, opens the scoring early in the game for Sioux City. Lansing ties the game for Waterloo. Allgray takes a 2-1 lead for Waterloo late in the first. 4:36 in the second period, 3-1 Waterloo lead. 9 minutes in the second period, a 4-1 Waterloo lead. Brady, 3:52 in the third period, 5-1 Waterloo lead. Goal, 9:55 in the third period, 5-2. Now, let's see Waterloo leads, and then Mason, 16:35 in the third period, 6-2 Waterloo leads. 6-2 Waterloo leads at this point, and they hang on. 22 saves with 24 shots for Calvin Bacon. He has a great bounce back game. And then 9 saves and 13 shots against. Bad game for Samuel Urban. And then in relief, Boron Bronas makes 12 saves on 14 shots in relief. So yeah, that's the weekend. I mean, we already reviewed Friday's game, but that was Saturday and Sunday's USHL game. Let's go over to the standings, shall we? We shall, that's the answer, yes. Okay. I'm going to take another drink real quick. It's one of those days that I'm thirsty for some reason, but I'm going to take a drink. Okay. Alright, let's go. Standings after week 11? No, 12. Either week 11 to 12, I think. Either way, after this week, USHL action. USHL's so fun to watch. Like, good games in the USHL this weekend, absolutely. There's always good games in the USHL. USHL, besides the NHL, obviously, and maybe NCAA, because NCAA is very fun. We should cover NCAA on here sometimes, but for the most part, I think the USHL is the junior league to watch, in my opinion. I mean, the CHL is really, really fun to watch too, but USHL is my favorite personally. It's probably because I have a team that I really enjoy watching in the USHL compared to not so much in the WHL. USCHL because I don't live in Canada, but yeah. we're going to start the Eastern Conference as we do per usual on here. I don't know, that's kind of a thing because the USHL website has the Eastern Conference first, so we usually go to the USHL first. We're going to continue that trend here with Eastern Conference first. Number 1, Muskegon Lumberjacks, 16-5-2-1 for 35 points. 729 point percentage, a 4-game win streak right now, the 8-2 in the last 10. Offense, a lot better as of late. Defense, one of, if not the best in the league. Goaltending tandem, one of, if not the best in the league. This team can shut you down anytime they want, and they don't have a terrible offense. They don't have a great offense, but they don't have a terrible offense. But they're definitely more of a defensive team for sure. And they're number 1 in the Eastern Conference for that reason. And they picked up Jamison Slaves, however you say it. I think it's Slaves or something like that. They picked him up, and that really helped his offensive production for the Muskegon Lumberjacks. And so, yeah, this team's the top contender to come out of the Eastern Conference, both regular season and playoffs. Number 2, the Butte Fighting Saints, 17-7, 34 points. 708 point percentage, 2-game win streak, 6-4 in the last 10. Offense, very, very good. Top tier. Defense, slightly inconsistent. Good most of the time, but definitely has its bad nights. Goaltending, one of the best goaltending teams in the league for sure. Spooner is arguably the best goaltender in the league. Bierman had only one bad game. He's 6-1 right now, and he just made 40 saves on 43 shots against in Waterloo on the road on Saturday night. Stole the game for W. Top 3 goaltending team in the league probably right now, arguably the best. Between them, Waterloo has a good goaltending tandem, and the Muskegon Lumberjacks is a very good goaltending tandem as well. Chicago Steel has a very good goaltending tandem on paper, but they have not been producing that well at all, really. All the goaltending, other teams have great goaltenders, but not a phenomenal backup like the Saints, Lumberjacks, and Waterloo does. So, yeah, I mean, that's the Bucks' very well-rounded team. The power play is really dangerous. Penalty kill, one top 3 in the league, and it seems really good. This team's also a top contender to come out of the East. I have to plug in my phone. My phone charger plugged in a lot. Okay, hold up. I had to plug in my phone. I mean, it's 58%, but I might as well. Usually doing this podcast just so it's college after. Might as well. Yeah, number 3, Madison Capital, 15-5-1-1 for 32 points, a 727 point percentage, 2-game win streak, 7-3 in the last 10. They do have a better point percentage than the Butte and slightly worse than Muskegon. So if both of these teams keep up the same pace, the Butte could finish number 3 and Madison will finish second with a first down 5. Do I think it's gonna happen? No. Could it happen? Absolutely. Madison has the best offense in the league on paper. Great defense and great goaltending. I mean, really, this AJ Wright's a great goaltender. Defense is great, and offense is the best in the league on paper. I mean, this team's really, really, really well-rounded as well. I can see this team winning the East too. 4, Youngstown Phantoms, 14-9, 28 points. They were on a 9-game win streak entering this weekend, but got swept by Muskegon. They outplayed Muskegon shots-wise at least. Both games, but they got goaltended. Really, what it came down to, they did. But they're 8-2 in the last 10, even though they got swept this weekend. Youngstown is Melvin Shaw is really, really good goaltender. The defense is very, very good as well. Offense, you would like to produce a little bit more, but it's definitely producing better than it had better than it was in the first few games of the season, especially on the 9-game win streak that they went on for a while, and then they definitely slowed down a little bit again against the top defensive, arguably the top defensive team in the probably the top defensive team in the league. To be honest, here they have the least amount of goals against, but by a pretty decent amount. So yeah, I don't think Muskegon is a better team than them. It's not really like Youngstown's bad. It's more Muskegon. I think, the better team. 5, Green Bay Gamblers, 11-1 for 23 points. They're on a 4-game losing streak and they're 5-5 in the last 10. Again, I say this basically every time I review one of the games. They're either going on a good streak where they look like a top contender to win the East, or they're on a huge losing skid, which they're on right now. It looks like they're going to be a bottom feeder in the East. Not necessarily a bottom feeder, but towards the bottom seed in the playoff. If they're going to make the playoffs, they're either going to finish 5 or 6. It just seems very inconsistent. It's either If they're on a win streak going into the playoffs, watch out for this team. If they're on a losing streak going into the playoffs, they're gonna get swept in the first round. It really depends on what type of hockey they're playing coming into the playoffs. So yeah, that's Green Bay. 6, Cedar Rapids Rough Riders, 8-12, 1-1 for 18 points. They swept this weekend, 4-5-1 the last 10. They're starting to look better, and then they got swept this weekend by Team USA. So, I mean, I still think they're going to make the playoffs over Chicago pretty convincingly, but you never know. Team USA, they don't have a greatest record right now, but they're a better team than what their record, they're a way better team than what their record shows, so you just watch out for them. They could make it. 7, Chicago Steel, 7-16-2 for 16 points. 2-game losing streak. They're 1-8-1 in the last 10. They beat Madison like a couple weeks ago in a huge upset. They typically let up 35 to 40 shots a game. They did not let up even 30 shots not a single game out of these of this 2-game weekend for them. They let up 30 or more shots. They did not. Good for them, but maybe they can keep up that trend and compete for a playoff spot. But as of right now, I don't think they can. 8, Team USA, 5-13-1 for 11 points. They're in a 2-game win streak, sweeping Cedar Rapids Rough Riders, 2-7-1 in the last 10. They are going to start playing more USHL games, and they're going to get more points. Are they going to make the playoffs? That's a very interesting question. It's going to be very interesting developing story throughout the season. It's 100% possible they do. Will they do it? I'm not honest. I don't know. I mean, obviously I don't know, but I have no idea how this team's going to perform. I really don't. Hold up. I don't know how this team's going to play. I mean, this team has a possibility. My gut says that they are. My gut honestly says that they're going to. Because they're going to end up playing 62 games as well as every other USHL team. And I think they're a better team than Cedar Rapids and Chicago. And they have 6 less games in Chicago and 3 less games in Cedar Rapids. If the Saints would have won all 4 of the games with Waterloo in regulation time without going to overtime, would they be in first place right now? Thank you. Yes, because that means they'd be getting 4 extra points if they won every single one of those games, yes. If they won one of those games in regulation, they'd be tied for first. If they would have won 2 of those games in regulation, they would be number 1. So yes, that is the answer. But I'll take the 2 points as a Saints fan. I'll take the 2. No, that's not true. That's not true. Wait. That's not true. Because we got 2 points anyways. That's not true. Nope. Because if you lose in overtime, you're a shootout. If you lose in a shootout, you're overtime. That's 1 point. If you win in overtime, you're a shootout. You get 2 points. If you win in regulation, you also get 2 points. So no, we still have 34 points, but we would have more regulation wins, which is huge for our tiebreaker. So yeah. Okay, so yeah. Okay, Eastern Conference predictions, not final, but we'll probably do final closer down to the playoff time. But number 1, I still think Dubuque. 2, it'll be Muskegon and Madison. Muskegon, I like their defense. I mean, Madison would be kind of cool because I like Madison slightly more. Even as a Saints fan, I know they're both in our conference, but I mean, I like Madison slightly more. If I had to pick one team to win if they play the playoffs, I'd definitely pick Madison. But I think Muskegon's defense and goaltending is so good. But again, Madison's offense is so good. But I don't know. I think I'm gonna take Muskegon to get 1 or 2 more points, and then Madison, Youngstown. I think Youngstown's gonna get quite a few more points than 5th seed, and that 5th seed, in my opinion, is gonna be Green Bay. Green Bay super streaky, but on those win streaks that they have every once in a while, is gonna kind of carry in their number 5 seed. Number 6, the last seed for a playoff spot. So, the last seed in the playoff spot, the last playoff spot. Number 6 seed in each conference is the last playoff spot. In the Eastern Conference, I'm going to go with my gut here, and I'm going to say Team USA. I'm going to go with my gut. I think they're better than Cedar Rapids, and I think they're better than Chicago. They have 6 less games in Chicago right now, and 3 less than Cedar Rapids. They just swept Cedar Rapids to prove my point. I think they're going to make the playoffs. Very hot take there. It's a hot take. But and then 7, I think Cedar Rapids are 5 going to finish like 2 or 3 points outside of a playoff spot again. just like last year, and then 8 Chicago. I could see Cedar Rapids make the playoffs. I would not be surprised at all if Cedar Rapids makes the playoffs. I would actually be like more surprised if Team USA actually makes the playoffs. And then Chicago would be 8, which I wouldn't be entirely surprised if Chicago makes the playoffs just because of the offense alone, but the offense is not even that good. It's worse than Muskegon's, it's worse than Youngstown's, and it's obviously worse than the Dukes and Madison's. And it's two more goals than Green Bay's offense. It's really not that good. It's better than Cedar Rapids. It's better than Cedar Rapids offense, but they also have let up, let's see here, 43 more goals, so yeah. There's that. That's my opinion on the East. I think 1, 2, and 3, 1, 2, 3, and 4 is pretty safe. I mean, they could flip-flop. I think specifically top 3 can flip-flop in any single way. And I think 4 is going to be Youngstown pretty convincingly. And then I think there's going to be a quite significant drop down to number 5. And then even more of a drop down to number 6. And then 6, 7, and 8 are going to be pretty close. So 1, 2, and 3 could flip-flop in either way. 4 is going to be a Youngstown fan that I think going to finish 4 pretty convincingly. And then a decent drop down to number 5, where I think Green Bay is going to finish number 5 pretty convincingly. And then another pretty decent size drop down to number 6, who I believe in Team USA. And then 6, 7, and 8 could flip-flop in basically every way. So I think that's kind of how the East is laid out right now. I think top 3 is definitely quite significantly better than the other seeds. I think they kind of separated themselves, and they will separate themselves even more from number 4. I think those teams are on different levels than Youngstown. I think Youngstown's a very good team. They won a 9-game win streak, but I do not trust their offense. I could say the same thing about Muskegon, but Muskegon's goaltending and defense is even better than Youngstown. So let's go to the West now. Number 1, for the first time in forever, it's not Lincoln. Actually, the Fargo Force. 33 points right now. 15, 6, 1, and 2 for 33 points. 3-game win streak, 6, 2, 1, and 1. They just swept Lincoln. Offense, they scored 82 goals. There's 6 less than Lincoln. They've led 66 goals a game, which is 3 more than Lincoln, but they played the same amount of games, and they just swept them. I think Lincoln outplayed them slightly both games. I think Jan Shostak had a couple of bad games. I think that's what it came down to. I don't know. It seems looking really good, though. I'll make my predictions after I'm done talking about them all, though. Number 2, Lincoln Stars, 16 and 8 with 32 points, 88 goals for, 63 goals against. 2-game losing streak. They got swept by Fargo. 6 and 4 in the last 10, even though they did lose twice this weekend. Jan Shostak had 2 bad games, in my opinion. I think that's really what it came down to. Alan Lanzak had 2 great games. Jan Shostak had 2 bad games. It does not happen very often. And Lincoln outplayed Fargo slightly in both of those games, in my opinion. But they did sweep at the end of the day. I could play like semantics all day and be like, oh, this happened. This is why they lost. This is why they won. But they swept them at the end of the day, and that's what matters, is if you get the 2 points or not at the end of the day. 3, Sioux Falls Stampeders one's a bit of a shocker. They have a better point percentage than both Fargo and Lincoln by quite a significant amount. The 15, 5, 1, and 1 for 32 points, the 7.27 save percentage. They are tied for the second best point percentage in the league. They're tied for being the second best team in the league of every single team at the same exact pace. I'll do that right now. It's really what it is. They're 8, 0, 1, and 1 in the last 10. This team is filthy. Goaltending filthy, defense filthy, offense great. It seems really, really good, actually. Really good. 4 Waterloo Blackhawks, 11, 7, 4, and 4 for 30 points. 87 goals for, 79 goals against. 1, 0, and 2 is a streak. 3, 3, 2, and 2 is the previous 10. This team cannot finish in overtime each round. They cannot finish games. That's what it is. They can go up. They will go up at some point. Compete throughout the game, but they're not able to finish in regulation. And then they lose a lot in overtime / shootout. That is their problem. I think they will figure it out. But I'm saying that is the problem right now. They have 8 overtime / shootout losses. That's bad. Tri-City Storm, 12, 11, 2, and 1 for 27 points. They have a negative 7 goal differential. They lost the most recent game to 6, 4, and 10 in the last 10. I think this team should not be number 5. I think Sioux City just not good. I think that's really what it is. I don't know. This team is a 5. It's not very good. I mean, I think this team's actually 5. I think 5 seeds actually perfect for a team like this. 6, Sioux City Musketeers, 10, 11, 1, and 2 for 24 points, 83 goals for, 89 goals against the team, the -6 goal differential. They lost the most recent game to the Waterloo Blackhawks tonight. They're 2, 5, 1, and 2 in the last 10. They're not looking good. The offense is one of the worst in the league, and defense and goaltending doesn't really make up for it neither. 7, the Moon Buccaneers, they're 10, 12, and 1 in 21 for 21 points. They lost the most recent game to Muskegon. They're 6, 3, and 1 in the last 10. They were pretty hot coming into this weekend. So yeah, 8 Omaha Wings are 6, 4, and 4 for 16 points. 0, 4, and 2 is a streak. 1, 6, and 3 in the last 10. They traded away Skyra and Slaves. Kind of just like a fire sale over there right now. So yeah, my Western Conference predictions right now: 1, I think Lincoln's gonna win. 2, it's either Sioux Falls, Waterloo, or Fargo. I'm gonna take a drink real quick. I don't know why I'm thirsty. Every time I talk for a while, I get thirsty. I mean, I know why, but I'm gonna take another drink real quick while I think about this. I tell you, I got some time drinking here. Okay. Who is the best? I think the best offense out of all of those guys, in my opinion, is Waterloo. But Waterloo is the worst defense out of all those. I think most goals against. I'm gonna say Fargo still. I think Fargo's really complete. They have a top 3 goaltender in the league, in my opinion, on my deck. They have the defense, they have the goaltending, and they have the offense, and I think this team's gonna do it. 3, I think Lincoln and Fargo is gonna get the buys. I thought it was Waterloo, but Waterloo's starting to slip down a little bit, and Fargo's definitely climbing up their ranks still. 3, I'm gonna say Waterloo still. I think this team's gonna start being able to finish out games better. I think they're gonna figure that out, and I think they're gonna start winning games more. I think they're gonna finish 3. Number 4, right behind them, is gonna be Sioux Falls. 5 is gonna be Tri-City. 6 is gonna be Sioux City. Nope, I'm actually gonna say 5 Sioux City. 6 is Tri-City. 7 is gonna be Des Moines. 8 is gonna be Omaha. Just that. So Lincoln, Fargo, Waterloo, Sioux Falls, Sioux City, Tri-City, Des Moines, Omaha. So I think Waterloo is going to finish in the exact same place that they did last year coming into the playoffs. And yeah, we'll just say they got swept in the first round. They lost both of those games in Waterloo to Lincoln. Should we do my playoff prediction real quick? No, it's a little over a quarter way. It's actually almost a halfway mark, but let's do it anyways. I actually really want to do it right now. So we're going to do it. We're not going to be able to do it for a while, but we're going to do it anyways. Let's go all the way to the Clark Cup final from the Eastern Conference side first. Dubuque and Muskegon get the buys. It'll be Madison versus Team USA. I think Madison sweeps. Offense way better than Team USA. Defense way better than Team USA. Goaltending way better than Team USA. Let's move on convincingly. To move on to face the Muskegon Lumberjacks. Youngstown Phantoms take on the Green Bay Gamblers. I think Youngstown Phantoms sweep Green Bay. Way better offense, way better defense, way better goaltending. Youngstown just pretty dominates them in every way. They'll face Dubuque. Number 2, Muskegon. Number 3, Madison. What a series this would be. Madison has the best offense in the league statistically. Muskegon has the best defense statistically and best goaltending statistically. Defense wins championships. I don't think they're going to win the championship, but hint, hint, I don't think they will. But in this case scenario, I think they beat Madison in 5 games. I think they're going to go to Game 5 in Muskegon. I think they're going to win that game. The defense and goaltending in Muskegon is going to win them this series. And I think they're going to go to the Eastern Conference Final for a second straight year. Dubuque was a Youngstown, I say. Dubuque wins in 5. This is going to be very, very closely contested. The offense, slight edge of Dubuque. Defense, even slight edge of Youngstown, maybe. And I'm going to give the goaltending edge to Jan Spooner, the Dubuque Princeton. I think unbiased. I think he's the best goaltender in the league. He has the statistics to back it up. I think he's the best goaltender in the league. Melvin Straw is a very good goaltender, but I think Jan Spooner is slightly better. He made it to the championship in the CHL last year, which is just as good, if not slightly better of a junior league. I'm going to say the exact same, but they have the best, they have all the first round draft picks between that and NCAA. It's a WCHL. That's where a bunch of first round prospects come from, and he was like a top 7 or 6 goalie in that league, and he won the championship in that league. So he went to the championship in the WHL, but yeah, which is in the CHL, but yeah, I think Jens Bruno's playoff pedigree and is going to kind of lead him to the Eastern Conference Finals. Number 1, Dubuque Function was the number 2 Muskegon Lumberjacks in the Eastern Conference Finals for the second straight year in a row. I think Dubuque's going to win it just like last year, but I think it's going to be a lot closer. I say Dubuque wins in 5 games again. I think Dubuque wins both of their series in 5 games. Reasons. Offense, slight edge to Dubuque. Defense, Muskegon. Goaltending, I think the slightest edge to Jens Bruno. I'm going to try to be as unbiased as possible. But Bruno just has a playoff pedigree. He's so good. He even said it himself that he's not a nervous guy. Doesn't get nervous very often. So he can play in those big time situations. I can trust him. Saints can trust him. They can play a little bit more loose. And I just think that, and they beat Muskegon. Muskegon did beat Dubuque. But I think Dubuque will win the series in 5 games. It'll be way closer than last year. Dubuque swept them last year. It's not going to happen the same way. I think this year is going to 5. So Dubuque's going to go to the Clark Cup Finals out of the East. Western Conference. 1 on Lincoln, 2 Fargo. They get buys. Beat 3 Waterloo Blackhawks and 6 Tri-City Storm. Waterloo, I believe, sweeps them. Offense, Waterloo. Defense, Waterloo probably. Goaltending, Waterloo. Actually, I don't know. Bruce is pretty good. I would say pretty. Yeah, I like more though in Bacon whoever starts, but I do like Roos though for Tri-City, but I do think Waterloo's gonna sweep them though. Sioux Falls is to Sioux City. I think Sioux Falls sweeps Sioux City here. I think offense way better. The Sioux Falls offense is way better. Defense Sioux Falls, goaltending Sioux Falls. I think Sioux Falls dominates and basically everywhere. 1 Lincoln Stars. They take on the 4 Sioux Falls Stampede. There could be an upset, but I'm still going to take Lincoln in 5 games. Offense, probably Lincoln slightly, or maybe Sioux Falls. Defense, even. Goaltending, probably Lincoln. Especially in the playoffs, of what Jan Shostak did last year in the playoffs. I mean, Lincoln in Game 5. Fargo Force, number 2, was number 3 Waterloo Blackhawks. Give me Waterloo in 5 games here. I like the Waterloo's offense slightly more. Defense, Fargo, goaltending, pretty even. It might be Vacon. It might be more. I don't know. But actually, I'm going to say Fargo has the goaltending, but I just have the gut feeling that Waterloo is going to make a deep playoff run this year. And I think they're winning the series in 5 games in Fargo. Number 1, Lincoln. Number 3, Waterloo. Give me Waterloo in 5 games. Again, I have this sneaky suspicion that Waterloo's going to do it. Offense, Waterloo. Defense, Lincoln. Goaltending, Lincoln. But I just have this sneaky suspicion that Waterloo's going to make a deep run to the Clark Cup Finals. Number 1 of the East, Dubuque Fighting Saints versus number 3 of the West, Waterloo Blackhawks. Cowbell Cup and Clark Cup matchup. Battle of Iowa here in the Clark Cup. Game 1, home ice advantage would be to Dubuque. Games 1 and 2 of the Clark Cup final would be in Dubuque. Games 3 and 4 would be in Waterloo. And Game 5, if it comes down to it, would be in Dubuque in this case scenario. I say Dubuque wins Game 1, Waterloo wins Game 2. Dubuque wins Game 3, and Dubuque wins Game 4. Dubuque, I think, wins in 4 games. The Saints have beat Waterloo 4 times this season. I know it's been overtime in every single one, but at the end of the day, they've beat them 4 times this season. It's going to be way close. I think it's going to be just as close, and that's going to be the best series of the playoffs for sure. How cool, on the fact that every single one of these games that Dubuque and Waterloo face so far went to overtime, every single one of the games. I think Dubuque's going to end up winning in 4 games, so I think Dubuque wins in 4 games. I believe they win the Clark Cup. Dubuque wins the Clark Cup in 4 games. I think that's what happens. Let me go to the scoreboard here. Okay. We gotta review Friday's NHL games and Saturday's NHL games, and then I gotta go over my predictions for the 3 NHL games tomorrow, and then we're out of here. Friday, Washington Capitals take on the Toronto Maple Leafs won in overtime the first game of this season series here. Nick Dowd opened the scoring, hit 8th goal of the season by Matt Roy. 106 in the second period. John Tavares, tough goal of the season by Chris Tanev. 11:31 in the second period. Connor Michael, 15th goal of the season by Pierre-Luc Dubois. 9:51 in the third period. Lexi Protas, 9th goal of the season. Empty nets by Dowd and Tom Wilson. 19:03 in the third period. And the Capitals won 3-1. Charlie Lindgren, 20 saves and 21 shots for the Capitals. Anthony Stolarz, 23 saves and 25 shots. Great goaltending performance by both teams. Leafs only able to score 1 goal on Charlie Lindgren, but a game from the Capitals defensively and Charlie Lindgren. So yeah. Kraken take on the Devils. Andrei Burakovsky, second goal of the season. This is by Vince Dunn, 10:16 into the first period. Luke Hughes' first goal of the season was absolutely sniped. This is by Jack Hughes, his brother, and Jesper Bratt, 12:27 in the first period. Shane Wright, 6th goal of the season on power play goals. This is by Tolvin and Schwartz, 3:41 in the second period. Jesper Bratt, 13th goal of the season. This is by Jack Hughes and Brandon Dillon. 8:03 in the second period. Timo Meier, goal of the season on assist, 52 seconds in the third period. Takes the lead early in the third. They hang on. 33 saves and 36 shots against Philip Grubauer. What a game for Philip Grubauer. And 17 saves and 19 shots against for Jacob Markstrom. That was 132. But they do heavily outplay the Kraken, but they only won by 1 goal still. What a game for the Devils. The Rangers, after trading away Captain Jacob Trouba and signing Igor to a long-term deal, they have the Penguins come to town. The Blake Lazar goal season by Cody Glass and Eric Carlson, 6:19 in the second period. Kind of ruins the New York Rangers fans' party after they re-signed the franchise goalie Igor Shesterkin. They ruined the party. Temi Panarin gets the party right back up and running. 14th goal of the season by Alexis Lafreniere and Vinny Trocheck, 7:28 in the second period. Temi Panarin, second goal of the night, 15th goal of the season by Vinny Trocheck and Schneider, 2 seconds in the second period. And the party is still going. What a night so far going to the third period for Rangers fans. Phil Tomasino says no of bringing that right back down. Third goal of the season by Michael Bunting and Pedersen, 8:29 in the second period. Bradley Smith, 4th goal of the season, said get right back up, Rangers fans. Let's finish that in Kreider, 9:53 in the third period. Vinny Trocheck, 7th goal of the season by Alexis Lafreniere and Temi Panarin, 18:22 into the third period. 28 saves, 32 shots against. Delkovich did not have a terrible night. But the pay is $11.5 million per year, $92 million man. The man walking around in New York right now. Igor Shesterkin made 20 saves and 22 shots against as they defeat the Penguins, the Red Hot Penguins actually, 4-2 in New York. Okay, next up, Blue Jackets took the Canucks in Vancouver. We all know Vancouver is not very good at home so far. Matthew Oliver's goal of the season by Sillinger and Austin Reese, 7:10 into the first period. Demon Severson, 6th goal of the season by Provorov and Marchenko, 12:18 in the first period. Blue Jackets are heavily outplaying the Canucks early in the game. 2-0 lead to kind of prove that. 3:52 in the second period. Brock Besser, 7th goal of the season by Quinn Hughes and Deonays, brings it back within 1. Kiefer Sherwood's 7th goal of the season ties the game for Vancouver with exactly a minute left in the second period. Assisted by Teddy Bluger. Pierre Studer, 10th goal of the season by Garland, 2:17 in the third period, gets Vancouver on their feet early in the third period, both at Rupert Rogers Arena. Hold up, what did I just click on? On my phone, sorry. Okay. Oh, yeah, so yeah, Rogers, I'm pretty sure, it's Rogers Arena or Rogers Place? Hold up. Rogers Arena. Okay, so yeah, it is Rogers Arena. Okay, because Rogers Place, I'm pretty sure, is Edmonton. Okay. It feels shooting because Rogers Arena on their feet to both the roof off of it almost feels like. Gives Vancouver first lead of the game early in the third period. Jake DeBrusk is absolutely on fire. 12th goal of the season. Finally scores a goal at home, not on the road. A power play goal by Clint Hughes and Brock Besser. 10:22 in the third period. Peel Sears second goal of the night. 11th goal of the season. Empty nets by Pedersen. 18:55 in the third period. 30 saves and 32 shots of Kevin Lincoln. He's the man in Vancouver, it feels like so far. He had 12 saves and 16 shots in a bad night for that was this weekend. Vancouver Canucks got outplayed by the Blue Jackets, but 30 saves and 32 shots and 5 goals and only 17 shots in goal propels the Canucks to a 5-2 win over the Blue Jackets at home. They're still not looking the greatest at home, but they still pick up the 2 points nonetheless. Dallas takes on Vegas Golden Knights. Tomas Hertl, first goal of the season, a power play goal, I believe. This was Western Conference Finals 2 years ago. This was a first round matchup last year, and I believe it's going to be a Western Conference Finals matchup this year, so it's interesting. Tomas Hertl, ninth goal of the season, a power play goal by Mark Stone and Shea Theodore, 15:23 in the first period. Maverick Borg, 10 goal of the season by backing Blackwell, 6:39 in the second period. Jack Eichel, ninth goal of the season, a power play goal by Shea Theodore, 15:40 in the second period. Nick War, 6 goals season unassisted, 16:48 in the second period. Picture Marchman, 12 goals season, 17:26 in the third period by Johnson and Mira Heiskanen. The Knights hold on for 3-2 win over Dallas in Vegas. 25 saves and 28 shots against for Jake Oettinger. 38 saves and 40 shots against for Aiden Hill. Aiden Hill steals the game for Vegas in Vegas as they defeat top Western Conference contender in Dallas. So they defeated 2 top contenders that I can think of the top of my head in the West, in Dallas and Winnipeg. The Minnesota Wild take on the Anaheim Ducks. This is a winnable game for the Wild. Will they win it? Yes is the answer. But let's review the game. Marco Rossi, 8th goal of the season on power play goals by Kirill Kaprizov. Spurgeon, 4:22 in the second period. Marco Rossi, 9th goal of the season, 2nd goal of the night. This is by Bordy and Faber. 8:03 in the second period. Matt Bordy, 12th goal of the season by Marco Rossi and Kirill Kaprizov. 10:51 second period. Kirill Kaprizov, of course he scores. 17th goal of the season by Foligno and Bordy. 1:21 in the third period. Brock McGinn, 4th goal of the season by Fowler and Leeson. 16:37 in the third period. Delcox, Trennan, first goal of the season. His first point in a long time, it feels like. Shorthanded goal, empty net, unassisted. 18:43 in the third period. 26 saves on 27 shots against the brick wall in Minnesota. And Philip Gustafson. And 28 saves on 32 shots again for John Gibson as the Wild win this winnable game in Anaheim 5-1, as they stay tied for number 1 in the NHL. Let's go review Saturday's 11 games. Saturdays are the best hockey days for real, because you got a bunch of USHL games and like anywhere from like usually 11 to like 15 NHL games depending on the day. Depending on the Saturday, depending on the week. You got 5 viewers. One of them is me to make sure my stream goes well. We got 4 other viewers in here. Subs. Okay. I gotta check something real quick. Hold up. Okay, I'm gonna see who's in here, but I can't tell. Feel free to chat in here, you guys. Feel free to chat. Bruins versus the Flyers opens the Saturday slate of games. Matvei Michkov, 10th goal of the season, a power play goal by Sean Couturier and Andre. 7:24 in the first period. Matvei Michkov's second goal of the night, 11th goal of the season by Sanheim, 18:24 in the first period. Him and Celebrini are going back and forth with Calder, and I don't know who's gonna win it. I'm still thinking of Celebrini, but Michkov might win it. I don't know. It's probably gonna be Michkov, but I don't know. We don't know. We're gonna have to see. Rashawn Fedorov, 4th goal of the season on power play goals by Rohi and Kiki. 5:26 in the second period. Cam York, third goal of the season by Sanheim and Konecny, 15-29 second period. 3-1 Philadelphia lead at this point with like a here we go classic Boston. Trent Frederick's second goal of the night, fifth goal of the season by Corey on Castle, 5-18 in third period. Brad Marsh and the captain, this is by Brazil, 14-38 in the third period. Ties the game. It goes to overtime. Pavel Zacha missed a clutch, I guess, so far. 2 overtime winners I can think of off the top of my head between this and Boston against Detroit. Completes the comeback is by Pasta, 2:49 in overtime. Completes the comeback. Bruins is one of the hottest teams in the NHL right now. I believe they're like 6-2 under head coach Joe Sacco, and they are on fire right now. Hockey go take on the Sabres. Tyson Kozak, first goal of the season by Malestein and Gilbert, 10-14 in the first period. Michael Kesselring, fourth goal of the season by Hayton, 3:18 in second period. Mikhail Sergachev, seventh goal of the season by Clifford and Carcone, 3:49 in second period. Nick Schmaltz, fourth goal of the season, assisted by Kesselring and Clayton Keller, 19:08 in the second period. 2:11 in the third period, by McBain, ninth goal of the season by Cooley and Gunther. Kevin Sandlin, second goal of the season by Matza and Kerfoot, 12:07 in the third period. Coolidge, third goal of the season for Zuck and Owen Powers, 17:40 in the third period. That's called up another goal through the rest of the game. Felix Malka, 23 saves and 25 shots. He has a great game. And then 23 saves and 28 shots for Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. He did not have the greatest night, and neither did the Sabres, and the Sabres continue to disappoint the entire NHL. The Jets take on the Blackhawks here. Alex Vlasic, second goal of the season. I believe he has 2 goals in his last 2 games, I think. Maybe. He had 2 goals in his last 3 games. I don't know, but he scored in one of the Blackhawks last games. Alex Vlasic had second goal of the season on the power play goals by Tuvo Teravainen and Connor Bedard. 9:01 first period. Gabe Velarde, 11th goal of the season for Stanley and Kyle Connor. 13:31 first period. Alec Martinez, first goal of the season, first goal of the Blackhawks by McCabe and Dickinson. 13 seconds left in the first period. Nino Niederreiter, 10th goal of the season by Appleton and Fleury. 13:10 second period. Mark Scheifele, 14th goal of the season by Kyle Connor. 10:18 in the third period. Christian Appleton, 4th goal of the season in the empty net unassisted. 18:19 in the third period. Connor Hellebuyck really didn't have like great of a night. The Jets only allowed 14 shots on goal, but 12 saves and 14 shots for Connor Hellebuyck. And then 4 saves and 4 shots for Peter Mrazek, but he did get hurt. But I already talked about that injury earlier in the podcast. But 21 saves and 24 shots against for Arvid Soderblom in relief. Hurricanes with the Islanders. The Hurricanes has been the Islanders' killers so far. I believe they eliminated them in the past 2 playoffs in the first round. So yeah, here we go. Andrei Svechnikov, 10th goal of the season of power play goals, left off right. He left off last year in the playoffs. They didn't even play last year in the playoffs, but either way, the Hurricanes left off where they left off last year in the playoffs back in the Islanders. This is Sebastian Aho and Shane Gauss. 15:43 in the first period. Then gave you all by go. 6th goal of the season by Dobson and Tyler Kolov. 6:05 in the second period. Andrei Svechnikov, 11th goal of the season, second goal of the night. Power play goals by Seth Jarvis and Gottsford, 9:23 in the second period. Oliver Walmstrom, second goal of the season, unassisted, 10:06 in the second period. Right after that goal, Pokolov, second goal of the season, let that go. Horvat, 16:16 in the second period. 18:55 in the second period, not too long after that goal, Horvat, 6 goal of the season, let that go. And Jesperi Kakanyemi, 4th goal of the season by Gottsford, and each just 49 seconds left in the third period. 21 saves and 25 shots to Chekhov. He did not have the greatest night. 28 saves and 31 shots to Ilya Sorokin. Islanders actually held on to a third period lead, but that was all thanks to Ilya Sorokin. The Panthers take on the Sharks. This is Bob's first game back since having a second child. So I mean, hopefully he played better than what he has been, because he has not been playing to his full potential. As of late, so let's see if he can do better here. Matthew Tkachuk, net goal of season by Sam Bennett. 23 seconds into the first period. Matthew Tkachuk, second goal of the night, 10th goal of season by Nozak, 10:05 in the second period. Captain Barkov, 8th goal of season of power play goals by Sam Reinhard Verhage. 13:17 second period. Tyler Toffoli, 11th goal of season of power play goals by Glenn Lynn and Bill Warman. 1:25 left in the third period. 49 saves on 52 shots against from Mackenzie Blackwood. Yeah, he's gotta be really mad. 28 saves and 29 shots against for Bob. That's about. Maybe Bob can start catching some heat here. And this also reminds me, I think the Panthers are going to win the President's Trophy. I did have the Jets, but they disappointed me today. So I'm going back to the Panthers. The Panthers are going to win the President's Trophy this year. Capitals take on the Canadiens. Alex Newhook, 6 goals seasons by Cole Caulfield. Lane Hudson, 11:09 in first period. Cole Caulfield, 17 goals season already, assisted by Nick Suzuki, 16 minutes in first period. Pierre-Luc Dubois, 4th goal season by assisted by John Carlson and Radish, 32 seconds in second period. Sam Wilson, 10th goal seasons by Protas and Matt Roy. 7:10 in third period. He got hit in the jaw by a puck earlier in the night, and he looked like he was storing acorns in his cheek for the winter. He came back that same night with a huge, swollen and puffy cheek. He scored to tie the game. He scored again, second goal in 9-11 goal season by Pierre-Luc Dubois and Protas. 1:40 in the third period. The three hockey players are the toughest players in sports. Comeback scored 2 goals with probably a broken jaw. Dylan Shaw, 9th goal season, a power play goal by Chicken and Conor McMichael, 13:49 in the third period. And this game really proved that they Capitals are 2 great goaltenders. 22 saves and 24 shots for Logan Thompson, and 31 saves and 35 shots for Mountain Boat. So yeah, the Capitals definitely outplayed the Canadiens. They did go down 2-0 pretty early, and they came back and won 4-2. So what a game for the Caps. Jacob Bernard Docker, first goal of the season by Stutzel and Gaudette. 5:07 in the second period. Claude Giroux, 7th goal of the season by Tim Stutzel. 16:52 in the second period. Nick Cousins, 3rd goal of the season by Deal. And 12:37 in the third period. Fyodor Sechikov, 2nd goal of the season by Janowski and LeHenry. LeHenry, something like that. I think LeHenry, something like that. 18:03 in the third period. 37 saves and 38 shots against for Linus Ullmark. What a game for Linus Ullmark. 27 saves on 30 shots against for, I believe, Uzi Saros. Yes, Uzi Saros. And the Predators have 1 goal in the past, 2-3 games or something like that. Yeah, they're not looking very good. This next game is Alex Georgiev versus Real Husso, who do not have the greatest reputations. Valerie Nichushkin, 6 goal season by Gerard Milstead, 10:48 in the first period. Cam McCartan, 9th goal season of power play goals by McKinnon and Rantanen, 2:44 in the second period. That's the big 3 from Colorado. 18:13 second period. Late in the second period, Lucas Raymond has a goal season, assisted by Dylan Larkin, brings it back to 1. The Avalanche hold them off for the rest of the game. They do have a couple of misses. They do have. Thank you for the compliment, by the way, Doug. But yeah, they do hold them off. The Avalanche do hold them off for the rest of the game. 29 saves on 30 shots against from Alexander Georgiev. What a game from Georgiev. 23 saves and 25 shots for Ilya Husso. He did not have a bad game either. Actually, a way better goal. Why in a game with 2 goaltenders with bad reputations was a goaltending battle? Don't know why, but I mean it did. It's just how the NHL works, I guess, sometimes. Very weird. But yeah, the Leafs take on the Penguins. Ricardo Raquel, 11th goal season of power play goals by Grislick and Kevin Hayes. 4:39 in the first period. Mitch Marner, 10th goal season by Albert Ekman-Larsson. His 9th assist of the season already. And then Austin Matthews, 6:35 in the first period. Ryan Russ, 9th goal season by Sidney Crosby and Ricardo Raquel. 14:15 first period. Really Nylander, 17th goal season of power play goal. Tic-tac-toe. This is by Mitch Marner and Matthews. What a classic Leafs power play goal. 2:32 in second period. Michael Bunting, 6th goal season of power play goals by Brian Russ and Carlson. 5:34 in third period. Blake Lizotte, short-handed goal, empty net, unassisted. 19:20 in third period. Another short-handed empty net goal for the Penguins. 5th goal season this time for the Tank. This is by Marcus Pettersson. 19:34 in the third period. So yeah, that the Penguins upset the Maple Leafs in Pittsburgh. 24 saves and 27 shots. Joseph Wall, he didn't have the greatest of nights, but he didn't have a terrible night. But 25 saves and 27 shots for Jarry. He had a great night, though. 2 last games left. First, the Wild versus the Kings. Adrian Kempe, 13th goal of the season by Kopitar and Mikey Anderson, 19:17 into the first period. Alex Lafreniere, 12th goal of the season, power play goals by Spence and Kevin Fiala from Minnesota Wild, by the way. He did leave a couple years ago, but still, that's still interesting. 8:33 in the second period. Trevor Moore, 1st goal of the season, empty net by Kempe. 18:06 in the third period. A garbage time goal is by Yakov Trenin, second goal seized by Merrill and Volchin. 1847 in the third period, another empty net for Trevor Moore, second goal of the night, second empty net goal of the night, 6th goal season unassisted. 1855 into the third period. 22 saves and 23 shots against, not by Big Save Dave. It is actually by Darcy Kemper. Stanley Cup winning Darcy Kemper, actually, a couple years ago by the stacked Avalanche team, but still. And 30 saves and 32 shots against for Fleury. The main event of the night, Oilers taking on the Blues. Corey Perry, 5th goal of the season, is by Darnell Nurse and Draisaitl, 12:25 in first period. Captain Connor McDavid, 13th goal of the season, doing McDavid things, unassisted, 5:19 in second period. Connor McDavid doing one of the nastiest moves I've seen in a while. Dishes over Hyman, he just does a nice one-timer, 6th goal of the season on power play goals by McDavid and Draisaitl. 4:37 second period. Dylan Holloway, 9th goal of the season, former Edmonton Oiler, first game back in Edmonton since getting signed by offer sheet to St. Louis. But Thomas and Parayko, 5:02 in the period. Him and Philip Broberg, who left this offseason to the Blues, got a bunch of boosts this night. Rick Neighbors, 9th goal of the season, a power play goal by Kyrie Vunanovich. 13:09 third period. Rockets 1. We thought, oh, here come the Oilers again, clash Oilers. Detroit sets the first goal of the season. First goal of the Oilers is by Jeff Skinner. 14:18 in third period. No insurance market as they hold on. 17 saves and 21 shots against Binnington. Wild got that bad game out of the way. True. 29 saves and 31 shots against for Stuart Skinner. Maybe Stuart Skinner can do that on a more consistent basis. He would be a great goaltender, but he's not very consistent. But you never know. Yeah, the Oilers pick up 2 points, and they stay pretty high. They're pretty high right now, for sure. Well, I think that's going to do, actually I know it, but that's going to do it for today's podcast episode. I hope you enjoyed this podcast episode. I hope you have a great rest of your night. Hope you have a great rest of your night. If you're watching this live, if you're watching this after it's live at night, whether it's your morning, evening, afternoon, whatever time you're watching this, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like this video if better. Oh, wait. Sorry, I completely forgot. I gotta go over my prediction for tomorrow's games. It's already posted on my Facebook. You can get all of my daily, predictions on there, by the way. But I have the Rangers defeating the Chicago Blackhawks. I think the Rangers they should have won today. They lost 7-5 to the Kraken. They were down 6-3. They came back with empty net, but the Kraken got an empty net goal. Buffalo Sabres I have defeating the Detroit Red Wings. It's a battle of the Mid and the Atlantic, but I do still think the Sabres are going to come out on top in that one. The Ducks beating the Montreal Canadiens. That's a toilet bowl matchup, but I think Anaheim's going to win it. But yeah, back to what I was saying. I hope you enjoyed today's podcast episode. I hope you enjoyed today's podcast episode. I hope you have a great rest of your night. If you're watching this live, you're watching this after it's live at night. Have a great rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time you're watching this. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you haven't already. Turn post notifications to the channel if you haven't already. I will see you guys tomorrow for